is High Time Reviews. We back with another one. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. We doing Growing Up Hip Hop, Season 7, Episode 9, Bones to Pick. All right, so let's jump right into it. People are making their way to TT's function. So you got JoJo, Denise, Angela, and Vanessa all in one car. And, you know, they basically end up talking about Angela's budding music career and this, that, and the third, and how they used to dub over tape so they follow stuff. And my whole thing with the music thing and Angela is, are you serious? Because the lady already told you that you don't know what you're doing. And I ain't seen you go to no more exercises with that singing coach. So are you serious or are you just playing? So why we keep talking about this? And are you performing at the showcase with JoJo and them or what? Because you probably shouldn't. So, Sequoia, Twist, Bree, and Aaliyah all end up showing to the function before the Simmonses or whatever. So, mind you, Aaliyah comes by herself and TT asks her, like, you know, where's Eric? And she's like, well, you know, Eric is bringing a +1. I don't even know who it is. TT like, oh yeah, he did say something to me about a +1. So, of course, there's that disconnect right there. Sequoia, like I said, Sequoia's already there, and then Devin ends up coming, and she pulls Devin to the side, and she's like, you know, I think Angela gonna be here, so do you think I should have a conversation with her about the situation from last year, this, that, and the third? I'm like, Sequoia, you're worried about the fact, what is it? Are you mad that your baby father dated Angela? Or are you pressed that you got the baby out the deal? Like, she had a baby too. Like, why are we even talking about these kids? What does these kids have anything to do with it? That's exactly what Cree was saying to your ass last year when you kept bringing it up. She like, you brought up your son. You brought up your son's father. You brought up the whole concept of Angela and your son's father being in a thing together. So what makes you think that they won't talk about it? Like, cool. Very valid. So Devin telling her, like, look, y'all can have a conversation, but I feel like it's usually water under the bridge. And the next thing you got TT talking to the group about how she went and saw Egypt. So, you know, of course, they talking about her pregnancy, this, that, and the third. She like, shit, it was an hour out. I felt like I was on some Breaking Bad type shit. Not Breaking Bad. Her home was New Mexico and Vegas. They ain't even the same thing. But okay, but whatever. So my whole thing with TT and sitting there discussing Egypt, for me, is weird as fuck, because it's like, you could have just invited her if you're going to sit there and discuss her. If you're not going to have her there, why talk about her? So people can say, where's Egypt, right? So while they sitting there having that conversation, Sequoia finds it, you know, the perfect time to pull Angela up and have a conversation about this whole thing from last year. What made you think Angela even gave a fuck? Seriously, what made you think Angela even gave a fuck? Cameraman panned in on Angela. Angela had the craziest looking face because I could just tell she didn't understand why this girl was even trying to pull her up. So their conversation lasted about 3 minutes, and it was giving very much, girl, we good, all clear. And of course, Sequoia thinking like, woo, I secured my role next season, at least. Romeo is in the confessional basically still taking no accountability about how he sat there and dragged Angela, and is confused about how everybody is mad about it. Bro, you literally sat there, called that lady an Instagram hoe. She be fucking around with basketball players, this, that, and the third, and you don't really like the way she moved. But you think that nobody should have been offended by that? So your role today is to roll up and come to somebody's housewarming and have conversations that you know could be detrimental to the group in that moment. Romeo, stop. And then, like I said, Eric, you just love to be in shit. Because how did Eric become the middleman? How did Eric become the middleman for Romeo showing up? That don't even make sense to me. I think the producers are literally writing Eric and Aaliyah as like the messy couple. Low key. Like, I really do. Because he has no reason to have been the one who brought him. So he strolls in, and then Romeo strolls in behind him, and everybody's draw on the ground. It's been years. It's been years. Of course, everybody looking at him like he fucking crazy. So TT like, oh, so that's your mystery guest. And Romeo's walking and looking down, talking about how y'all awkward, bro. So in Angela confessional, she said, "Look, I don't know if Romeo knew I was gonna be here, but it's definitely different. Hella awkward. Yeah, I bet. Especially since y'all ain't talked in years, since the nigga and his father stormed off the show like some bitches. So, Angela said it's been 4 years. I can't believe it's been 4 years since he left the show. It don't seem like that. And if that's the case, how long has Boogie been gone? That's my guy. I genuinely feel like that whole shit with Romeo is what made Boogie leave the show. We already know that the shit with Sequoia and Sequoia, Devin, and Creed, and Savannah is the reason why Savannah ass is gone. See, Creed was willing to apologize on camera. That's why Creed is back. Savannah's not giving that. But here's the thing: I could have went for a little Savannah this season for real, especially with all that weak ass storyline about Sequoia worrying about her mother sleeping with Lazy. So Angela and Romeo having a conversation, and she just saying like this not the right time, and she like, you said a lot of stuff back then, and then they show the flashbacks where Romeo was basically trying to carry her, like, and then getting mad with JoJo for saying something to him about it. My thing is, JoJo ends up having a conversation with her, and he telling him like, look, bro, it's been years. I don't even care about this shit no more. But the crazy thing is, he spoke crazy on me. His father spoke crazy on me. I'm okay with having a conversation, but y'all niggas was wilding. Like, he said, y'all niggas sat there and wild. You, your father, the whole show wild. Y'all kept pushing this narrative that you and my sister was an item, and then it caused a ruckus within the show. And then y'all tried to basically make it seem like, oh, y'all ain't had shit to do with it. But Romeo, you were shooting the show. You were shooting your confessionals. You were an executive producer. I'm sure when they had the meetings about how they wanted to structure the episodes, you was there. I'm sure you was there. And you didn't say, oh no, y'all, let's not make this about me and Angela. Let's not do that. And then for your father to come in the middle. And my thing is, he was literally the only parent that ever got into like any of the beef, the actual beef that the kids had. And I'm just like, bro, that's like Rev Run coming on there saying like, oh, y'all need to figure this out. Like coming in, mind you, that's like, no. Cool. That not like just Rev Run coming in and saying that, because he could have just as easily had a scene with Angela and he could have said that to Angela. Cool. This like Rev Run showing up to the reunion 7 deep with the hitters, talking about how somebody need to stop creating a narrative about their kids being together. Like, what? So, JoJo, like, look, I'm open to have a conversation with him, whatever. So we get back to the rest of the function, and Romeo basically trying to find a seat at the table. And of course, the only open seat is next to Angela. I'm like, what, sir, why are you even sitting down with them? Why are you sitting down with them? The only people you need to be clearing the air with is Angela, and she says she ain't trying to talk about it right now. And then you need to talk to JoJo. Other than that, you asking her how awkward it is, nigga. You knew it was gonna be awkward when you showed up. Don't act like you thought it was about to be peachy as fuck. Like, so now you're sitting at a table with a whole bunch of women and you're about to get attacked. You're about to get attacked. And Angela's like, nigga, this shit hella weird. Like, I don't want to have this conversation, not here, not right now, and it's hella random. So he wants to basically make a public apology in front of the whole group. Sir, you should have thought about that. You should have thought about that. Granted, a public apology is cool because you publicly acted an ass. You publicly definitely acted an ass. You try to dismiss her at the little motherfucking going away party. Fake ass Great Gatsby theme or whatever it was. Like, come on now. And then sits there and tries to blame it on social media. What? Did you or did you not shoot these things? Like, did you or did you not shoot these scenes? Social media can't have shit to run with if you don't have the scenes for the show. So don't try to blame it on social media. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here. Like get out of here. And then for Angela to sit there and co-sign his bullshit, that's just so that they can get over the conversation because she don't want to have it with him. She's co-signing his weak-ass story about social media egging on their beef when she genuinely don't feel that way. So whatever. So he ends up stepping to the side with JoJo, and he like, the only person I got a bone to pick with is JoJo. How do you have a bone to pick with JoJo? How? Why? Because you sat there and told Vanessa something about Angela and you thought she wasn't gonna tell her brother? And then he's like, oh, even with us starting the show, together, I never saw it going like this. He like, yeah, I do got a bone to pick with you. He like, bro, Romeo, you can't be trying to roll up on people, act like you're still mad, you're beefing. Nigga, you did this shit. You. So now you're trying to scratch claw and scream your way back into the cast, and you better hope that everybody is welcome to you coming back, because they don't even need you. Truth be told, the show is completely fine without you. And like I said, the only person I want to see back is Savannah. And from the conversation with JoJo and Romeo is going to use these remaining 2 episodes, this one and the next one, as his way to drag his father. Because why come in and say that your father basically was in your ear and that's why you reacted the way you reacted afterwards? And I'm just like, but you kept sitting there with your father in scenes getting fucking agitated because you felt like production just was doing too much. And again, you sat down with Vanessa and talked that shit about Angela. You called her up and went to her and had that, or had her come to you, whatever it was. But at the end of the day, it ain't like Vanessa called you. It's like, hey, how's it going with you and my sister? She wouldn't call you because you're not a couple for her to call you and ask you shit like that. So why was she there? Right. So you basically trying to beef with JoJo about it, and I don't think, if I was JoJo, I would be very much like, nigga, who cares? If it's been 4 years. I don't give a fuck about you. Like, but what I'm gonna tell you is, just when you and my sister got shit going on, don't be running around talking shit about my sister to my other sister. Like, bro, I'm gonna defend mine. Like, that's basically what JoJo was given, and I'm not mad at JoJo for that because he is their brother. He's not the oldest, but he is their brother. Like, he's their oldest brother. So the fuck, Romeo, bye. So at this point, they got Egypt just shooting random scenes with whoever now. So Egypt and her friend Ashley, that we never seen before, never heard of, they go on wedding shopping, wedding dress shopping. So they go to this boutique or whatever, and the two designers are like, oh, we never had pregnant brides, but it's okay, we got you, this, that, and the third. So her and Ashley sit down, and her and Ashley, is talking about the pregnancy. She ends up telling Ashley about everything going on with Sam, and she like, yeah, I'm glad you're in good spirits because that type of shit could stress you out. And I'm just like, duh. She like, that's the best thing you could do is be in your good spirits. Duh. She ain't got no other fucking choice. Her fucking baby father could be about to go to jail. So what can she do? And I'm just like, why is she wedding dress shopping with this girl? Where's Peppa? And this is why her and TT need to get back, because this rando is getting this camera time because she ain't got no connections with none of the rest of her family. And that goes to show that Peppa feel the type of way about this whole shit with her and Sam too, because why Ashley not Peppa? Or why not Ashley and Peppa? I mean, look how many people TT had with her when she went wedding dress shopping. She at least had her fucking mother. So yeah. So Egypt talking about how she got anxiety trying to plan the wedding around the court thing, and I'm just like, girl, either you marry the man or you don't. Well, remarry the man or you don't. And you worried about people like coming, and I'm just like, only people that's not about the show is TT and Sean. So it don't even matter who comes, who don't come. Like, so cause she started fitting some dresses. But my thing is, she gonna be a lot bigger, so I hope they make it, with the space already. I mean, there's some good colors. Some good colors. She don't have to, nor do she want to actually do the whole white thing. So she's looking at extravagant dresses with color. And I mean, I think I just seen video of her wedding on Facebook. So I guess Sam don't get locked up. But So you got JoJo, Tanisha, Angela, and Vanessa pulling up to have lunch with Creed, and of course they chopping it up with Creed. And the thing is, Creed is legit cementing herself as a friend of the Simmons. She like, y'all not going. She like, ain't nobody about to be able to say that my friendship with them is fake. She will have lunch with them. She'll have lunch with them separately. She'll have lunch with them together. So Creed basically brings everybody together and tells them that she's going to put together a karaoke night for Angela's song. And I'm just like, oh God. Again, with the fake music careers. But aside from that, they end up talking about how Romeo pulled up to the function yesterday, and Creed is getting the feeling on what happened with Romeo and Angela. And Angela approached, like she said, he was talking shit about me. I approached him in public. It got blown out of proportion. Everybody got involved. And then he stormed off the show and I never spoke to him again. Now, she really fell away because when Sutton died, he was like still trying to get her. So he was basically sitting there saying whatever to her, like in the sense of, oh yeah, you know, if you and Sutton Jr. need me or whatever, I'll be there whenever as a friend. No, he was still trying to hit. And he thought because, you was vulnerable, this, that, and the third, he could use you. So, and then JoJo like, yeah, on top of that, he said this shit about me. And JoJo like, nigga, them niggas ran around doing Breakfast Club interviews, this, that, and the third, basically talking shit about me, cash shit. Not just regular shit, cash shit about me. So JoJo like, how else was I supposed to feel? And he like, at the end of the day, like, my family, we're super close. Why would you speak on me? You know, why would you speak on my family? And then like your father, he like, I thought our two families had a little bit more respect for each other. And I'm like, you would have thought, but the way Master P was acting, I'm sorry, he was probably the most immature of the whole shit because I never expected him to act like that. Not on TV. So, like I said, they putting together something for Angela's first song, and Vanessa and them really just keep saying to her, like, oh, you really are taking this serious. Like, yes, she is, but y'all know she shouldn't be. And that's the thing, like, so I just don't know what's going to happen with this whole singing career. She really should just pack it up. I mean, yo, you're who you are. You're hip hop royalty. Your legacy. You don't have to be chasing that. Like, I'm sure you set, and even if you're not, I'm sure you have enough coming in to be set. So good. Just chill out. Chill out on the singing career. So they end up asking Creed like, who's going to be at the function, and she's like, basically everybody gonna be there. Everybody in the cast, and Angela talking about, whoa, that's too many people. Angela, how do you think you're gonna be a musician and you don't wanna sing in front of nobody? I'm confused. How, Sway? How, Sway? That's how that go. She like I said, she wants to be a one-hit wonder and then fade off. But it's like, how do you think you're not gonna get talked about? You're a Simmons. If you go out there and you bomb, you gonna get talked about. You go out there, you get one song and never come back, you're gonna get talked about. If you just leave it alone and don't try it at all, you won't get talked about. So back to what I said about Romeo basically using these next two episodes to drag his father. So he brings Sonya on. Mind you, we ain't never seen Sonya on here. And he comes on here, he giving her flowers. And he's saying, you know, like, you raised 7 kids. Like, me being a father now, I actually can see what you went through. Like, as far as like, oh, Pops was there, you know, when you go on tour, you know, but then after that, you know, he dipped, and then, you know, it just be you. So like, I respect you more. Oh, now you respect her. You wasn't respecting her for all them years when you and your father was thropping around on this motherfucking show, acting a fool. You was giving all the praise to your father, but now, cause shit rocky, between you and your father, you want to jump on your mother bandwagon. No disrespect, not saying that you don't love your mother, but I felt like you was fair game for keeping your mouth shut when your father was saying the type of shit he was saying about your mother. But now, you willing to give her flowers. And it's just like, bro, you is reaching for this check right now. You is willing to give them whatever they ask you for. They say, listen, we need a real storyline, Romeo. We need all your business out here. In the next episode, we want to hear about the rap snacks and everything. I'm like, and he probably like, all right. He like, what y'all gonna pay me? I mean, we can't pay you what we used to pay you, but we gonna pay you something, right? He need it. He ended up talking to his mother about the whole thing with Angela. He said, like, I'm trying to make up this whole thing with Angela. And she like, yeah, because that's not our swag for real, for real. She like, we not really messy people. We don't hold grudges, this, that, and the third. But it's like, he held a 4-year grudge. Where was this conversation when he thought it was okay to be gone for 4 years holding this grudge? He genuinely feels like, and it's okay because, like I said, I've seen this happen where people have kids and it makes them grow up and they become a better person or they see things completely different. So maybe that's exactly what's going on with Romeo. And I'm going to just give him that pass. Angela is back at this karaoke event and she's super fucking nervous. And I'm just like, baby, if you can't do it in this intimate ass crowd, you're not about to be ever to do it. So what, you just gonna be a voiceover? She's gonna be a voiceover musician. She's gonna be like the fucking Gorillas or something. Like, what do you think you're gonna have to do? You're gonna have to go up there and sing. You're a singer, right? Or you wanna be a singer, right? JoJo, like, you nervous? I mean, you acting scared, like do. And I'm just like, she don't even know what she's doing. She needs to give it up. And then it's karaoke, like, baby, it's not no showcase. You're not about to have to do those counts or none of that. It's like, relax. And of course, Eric and Aaliyah is there. And I'm gonna tell you something. They must tell them, like, whatever you gonna give us in closed budget, just give us in our checks. Because they don't care. They willing to win whatever they got right out the closet. Everybody else be giving, style me. They be giving, cash me. Because they don't ever care. Like, I feel like Eric literally will just wear a chain, a t-shirt, and a flannel and be good. Like, so lazy there. Where Tiny at? And I'm trying to figure out where Tiny at. Like, that's your boo. Like, she supposed to be on your arm. You went through all of that. And you ain't got Tiny on your arm? Shit. Tiny, you went through all of that with Sequoia, and you ain't trying to be on your man arm? Shit, I don't give a fuck. Sequoia could have been there, not been there. They should have showed up together. I don't care. So, of course, everybody mingling, this, that, and the third. And Angela, like, don't even know the lyrics. So now she drinking, too. It's not about to go well. They call Angela up. She get on the stage, and she start performing. And I'm thinking to myself, is she a rapper or a singer? Because I don't hear her singing shit. She's giving very much live acoustics and somewhat rap. And it's like Cree know the shit, but that's about it. And Vanessa recording the crowd. Baby, the crowd is just hyped because it's cameras there. And they paid them people. Because Angela sound a mess. Like, a terrible mess. Like, give it up, boo. And I know Gotti probably running his back with a geeking. Because he probably thinking, like, girl, what were you up there doing? So, whatever. She's drunk. I just think she's drunk, honestly, because Cree is up there. Like, she done got hype people up there with her. Like, no. She's definitely drunk. Hey, scene is going to be this cringy ass scene between JoJo and Romeo at the basketball court. Here's my thing. JoJo told him, like, straight up, because I'm not even about to make this long. Like, they end up having a conversation about everything that went down. And he telling him, like, look, bro, I'm going to defend my sisters whenever, wherever, however. He like, I'll fight the biggest dude. I'll fucking go at the biggest motherfucker over my sisters. And Romeo, like, considering losing my sister recently, I get that. And I think we can, fix this. So I guess they agree to disagree on whatever they didn't agree on as far as how JoJo approached the situation. JoJo carried that shit the way he was supposed to. In the way you would have carried it to Romeo. So you can't sit there and say nothing about how JoJo carried the situation at all. Don't want to hear it. So I guess Romeo want to do a boxing workout. No, he like, nigga, I thought I came to hoop. Like, JoJo plays basketball. Romeo with this fake ass boxing. What, you just want to hit that man? What, you saying, talking about something that's the least he could have did for running his mouth. No, you and your father went on a world tour. You and your father went on a world tour. So like I said, he's using these last couple episodes to drag his father, use his baby as the reason why he back, and try to mend fences with everybody. But we'll see what happens. Again, forced irky. JoJo was on board for it. He don't care because he's probably not going to shoot that many scenes with him after this one. So again, it don't matter. But we're going to see what happens on the finale next week, and that's only 10 episodes. I'm used to them going for hella episodes, 20-something episodes, but we'll see. Listen, y'all, comment down in the bottom. Tell me what y'all think about this. Romeo, why come back the last 2 episodes? You should have just not came back, but whatever. HighTimez out. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe.